Duval County, here in Florida. On the banks of the St. Johns River, we look inside Everbank Stadium in Jacksonville. The kicker, Will Reichard, has the ball on the tee. And off we go from Jacksonville. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. It's the tight end Likely in motion. And it's a positive start. A gain of 5 to get things going. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. He'll drop to throw. He's got his big target. That's Isaiah Likely.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. They'll turn and hand this one off. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. High throw, but it's reeled in. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line.
Talk about a thing of beauty. Mike, did you see how many tight ends were on the field on that last play? They call it 13 personnel because there's 1 running back, 3 tight ends, 1 wide receiver. So everybody on defense is thinking run. They catch him off guard a little with the pass, and they take advantage of it with a big gain downfield.
Malik Neighbors, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, if you're going to target him in the end zone, you better come correct, man, because this guy, he embraces those moments of one-on-one coverage when it matters the most, and I think he just saved 6 by getting his hands on that one.
On 3rd down, they'll try to get it on the ground, and this defense holds its ground. They stop him for no gain, and 4th down's coming up. So on comes Joshua Carty to try this field goal. Oh, he missed it from short range. A bad miss. It's no good. And this will stay a scoreless game.
And that's just a tough way to finish off what was a good opening drive. And obviously, as a kicker, you have to have a short memory. But you can bet he'll be thinking about that one the rest of the way.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Red on red. Easy. Read a 44. Read a 54.
Play action now. It's Lawrence. That's into the hands of Travis Etienne. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
This is a great opportunity now for the offense to really seize control of this game. They just saw their opponent miss a field goal try, come out aggressive on the ensuing possession, strike deep early. Now see if they can put this drive together and end it with some points.
Here we go.
Here's carry number 1 for Travis Etienne. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down.
Hey, Lion.
A good spot here. 2nd and a yard.
Take right open.
They'll run it once more with Etienne. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on 3rd down.
All right, let's go.
Now a 3rd and 2.
11, Agate. Still.
From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. Fires left sideline. That is complete. A gain of 24 through the air. That's good for a Jaguar. 1st down.
Now, Mike, I really like this game plan, right? The strategy on 3rd and short so often is, okay, just get enough for the first down. If you decide to air it out, everything's short, get a fresh set of downs. They're saying the defense is going to pack it in close. They're protecting the sticks. So let's just throw it over their head and try to go for a big play.
Hey, run.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
30 left.
Once again, it's Etienne. Woo! And the Jaguars are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
And he's in. Luke Musgrave. Touchdown, Jaguars. That touchdown number 1 for him on the year. Reichert good with the extra point. And the Jaguars will take a 7-0 lead. Reichert out now following the touchdown as he kicks this one away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. That is intercepted. And he's going to be out of bounds, but he has his offense set up in great field position inside the red zone.
Hey, hey, hey. 11, Agate. Here we go, sir.
Lawrence gives this one to ETN. And the Jags are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
And he'll plunge forward to the 2, setting up second and goal. The ball a little closer now. It is second and goal. Again, they give it to ETN. Oh, he's hit behind the line, and the ball is out. And this is taken in by the defense. Oh, those hurt so much. Knocking on the door, getting down inside the 5 to fumble there. It feels good to fumble, but in that spot on the field, that stings.
Yeah, it's just a brutal way to end this drive, but you got to give credit to defense. The philosophy of red zone defense, Mike, is takeaways and field goals. In this case, they force the big takeaway, and they keep points off the board.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
I really like this defensive play call. Knowing the offense is backed up on their own territory, take the fight to them. You know their first order of business is they're just trying to get some breathing room. Don't give it to them. You go attack. It's exactly what they were able to do, and that hit is what ultimately led to that incompletion.
He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
I like the idea of using the passing game to try to give your offense a little breathing room. You find yourself in the shadow of your own goalpost, Mike. Worst case scenario, you do not want to punt out of your own end zone. So I like the idea of trying to pick up some positive gains through the air. They've got to come up with some completions and try to pick up at least 1 first down, or you're going to put your defense in a tough spot.
23 yards on that pass play. First down, Baltimore. Here's the toss as they look to run. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's second and 6. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He's going to take a shot down the field. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
And he'll get this forward to about the 33. So after 1, it's the Jaguars on top. We'll have more from Jacksonville after this. Ravens sending the punt team out there. This one fielded out beyond the 25. Oh, hello. He is stopped in his tracks on that one. They made sure that return was not going any farther. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
Lisa 24. Here we go, sir.
Lawrence. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in.
Well, not exactly a highlight reel type play, but in some cases, just checking the ball down to your fullback, picking up some positive yards is the only play that's to be made.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
Well defended there, and the quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
Lawrence from the gun here on 3rd down. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
On 1st down, Lawrence. Now a screen set up for ETN. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
And he did not want to go down. Good running. Manages to gain 5.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
A pickup of 12 yards. 1st down, Jacksonville.
The offensive line doing a great job opening these run lanes. They have been there this entire first half, and I think if I'm this play caller, until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away, I think I'm just going to keep turning around and handing it to that guy.
And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Lion.
They'll run. It's ETN. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
Number 1 rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back.
That is brought in at the 10. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down. This has been some kind of march downfield now. Can they pay it off with 6? It's 1st and goal.
Alert! Alert! Here we go, sir.
They'll run it here with ETN. A 2nd effort, and he is in. Travis Etienne. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Will Riker down on for the extra point. He's got it. And the Jaguars move out on top, 14-0. Reichert out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. He'll get that complete. It's George Pickens. And he's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. Drive will start on the ground. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. They'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete.
As this offense continues to put anything together and score some points, they need to just take a step back. Then you say, okay, we've struggled here in the first half putting points on the scoreboard. Don't worry about chasing points. Let's chase first downs. Let's chase completions. Just start building something small. And oftentimes when you take that approach, it snowballs, and next thing you know, you find your groove.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Here's their punter now. He's on for the 2nd time to try to get something inside the 10. A fair catch signaled and taken at about the 18-yard line.
Hey. 11 again.
They'll give it to ETN to start this drive. I fumbled the football. One of the Ravens has it.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep that front point up.
They'll motion over Flowers. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he's going to be brought down.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that any time the team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
Well, a chance to get right back in it here. 1st down and goal. Down to the goal line. No signal. Is he in? They'll say it did not break the plane, but a real solid gain on 1st and goal. 2nd and goal. Now they'll set up to throw. That is caught by the tight end. Isaiah Likely. Touchdown, Ravens.
Look, Mike, I don't want to imply that they drew this play up specifically because this is when the league is celebrating National Tight Ends Day. But you got to admit, it's kind of fun seeing him score on this day in particular and join his fellow tight ends who have also scored throughout the league.
Here's Carty now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. This will be returned from the 6. Now an opening past the 30. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. First and 10.
Go. Hey, easy. Ralph.
They go play action for Lawrence. That's left side, caught by Musgrave. And he is out of bounds all the way down at the 35-yard line. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
Lisa 24.
This run straight ahead for Etienne. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
Easy. Read up 24. Read up 24. Rip 23. Hot.
Now Lawrence on the bootleg. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Ravens' 19-yard line.
Silver.
Throwing is Lawrence. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Touchdown, Jaguars. Riker now to add the extra point. His kick is good. And the Jaguars will take a 21-7 lead. Reichert out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. Throwing now on 1st and 10. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the 2nd phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their first read. By the time he gets to the 3rd or 4th read, in this case, the defender has already put himself in position, jumped that route, challenged the receiver, and that's a big-time takeaway.
And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
Hey, Lion.
Now here's Lawrence. He'll drop this for Etienne. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
That is hauled in at the 5. And he will get into the end zone. Rashad Bateman. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Will Reichert now on for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Jaguars add on one more as they extend their 2nd quarter lead. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Now, faking the give. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find the receiver, and down he goes.
In what's been a pretty one-sided affair from the opening whistle, it just seems like it continues to get worse. This defense, they know they have them on the edge, and they continue to rush the quarterback the way they are. I'm not sure what this offense can do come the second half.
Oh, and he's going to go down. He could not get rid of it, and that's going to bring an end to this first half. All right, Coach, thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
Great job. 11.
The drive begins with a carry from ETN. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
And he's fighting to get free. A lot of work there for a gain of 3. They need 8 as they come up for third down. Here's Lawrence. He's got his man. It's complete to Thomas. And he will score. Ryan Thomas. Touchdown, Jaguars. Riker now to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Jaguars will extend this third quarter lead. Riker it out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. They'll stick with him again. And he'll fight forward for a couple of yards, but a flag is down, and the linemen are already walking back. The Jags will use the first of their timeouts here. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. He'll look to throw. And that one is incomplete. Penalty flag down, back in the backfield, in the area of holding. Back to throw. He's got his tight end likely downfield. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. He'll get it into the hands of Zay Flowers. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the 3rd quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
He'll go right back to Flowers. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got it.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. Looking into the middle, there's Flowers. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
So on comes Joshua Carty to try this field goal. This from an even 50 yards out. He makes up for the earlier miss. This time, the kick is good. And the Ravens cut 3 off the lead, but they still face a sizable deficit. Carty back out following the made field goal. He'll kick this one away. Oh, what an unforced error at an untimely moment. Just tied the game, but then the kickoff out of bounds, and the ball comes out to the 40-yard line.
Hey. Reload. Take right, open.
To the right, on the run, it's ETN. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
Hey, easy. Route. 11. Silver.
Up the middle, here's ETN. And he'll get this up close to a 1st down as the tackle is made right at the midfield stripe.
Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. Do you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in him.
Easy. Here we go.
Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And he's not going to get there. Maybe he's looking for a cutback lane, but that certainly didn't develop. And now it's 4th down. Oh, the coverage was great. They gave him no room to operate and made him pay for catching the ball. Not what they hoped down there. He's given ground, going to lose yardage. We'll mark him back at the 6-yard line.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your...
And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Tyke Smith.
Well, I think by now, Mike, we know where the biggest mismatch of this game has been. This defense is all over this passing game. Everywhere they look, they have defenders in the right spot. They've resulted now in 3 interceptions, all while forcing this offense to try to adjust their game plan on the fly.
Play action now. It's Lawrence. That one to the sideline and incomplete, and a penalty flag now comes in late. Maybe no receiver in the area on that one.
Ready, break. Hey, go. Hot.
Now 2nd down throw for Lawrence. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Ravens are going to get it back here just past the 35.
You know, Mike, we're seeing both these offenses come out here and play a little fast and loose in the passing game. The last 2 throws for each team, both resulting in an interception. Now, don't get me wrong. Neither of these secondaries is going to complain. They'll happily feast on those type of throws the rest of the game. But I get a sense on these next 2 drives, come out here, establish the run, dose of ground and pound. Let's settle things down offensively and regroup for the rest of this game.
And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Tyke Smith.
And this is going to go down as a pick, but it really was the pressure defensively that caused the interception. I mean, he was a little sloppy with his fundamentals, but I think it's as a result of the guy in his face led to that ball kind of sailing, inaccurate throw, and that's just really good team defense.
Sink right. Here we go.
ETN now on 1st and 10. He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. Roquan Smith there to bring him down. 2nd down and 8.
13, Lou.
That is Musgrave, the man in motion. Now a screen set up for ETN. And he's going to be brought down here on what will turn out to be the final play of the 3rd quarter.
Jaguars 35, Ravens 10.
Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, kill. Knock line. Bring it.
On the handoff, it's ETN. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. That's thrown right side but incomplete. Rashad Bateman, the intended target, and third down coming up.
I think this defense is wondering where some of these missed throws were earlier in the game. I mean, for a while, it seemed like everything the offense did hit, and after that last incomplete pass, although this game's all but over, this defense will certainly take it.
They'll throw here on third and short yardage. He's got room to roam. He is in. Travis Etienne. Touchdown, Jacksonville. That's his second touchdown of this one, and he's got a half dozen for the year. Reichard good with the extra point. And the Jaguars will add one more onto their big lead. Reichard out now following the touchdown as he kicks this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Now a give up the middle, and he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going on the ground, and a big reason they find themselves trailing, and another loss of yards.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
It's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the fourth quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He'll look deep here for Neighbors. That is hard. And he will go all the way. Malik Neighbors. Touchdown, Baltimore. Cardi now to add the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Ravens will get just a bit closer.
42. Ravens 17. Joshua Cardi to kick off.
Here's Cardi now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. From the 6, here comes a return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line.
Okay, break. All right, let's go. Silver.
On the give, it's Etienne. And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7.
Yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Got it. Ready?
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
Roll, roll, roll. Here we go.
Now the first carry for Cam Akers. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is. First down.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
And that throw just seems like the cherry on top of what has been an incredible day for this quarterback. And I wouldn't be surprised here late if we get to see the backup after this drive and there's one guy in the stadium that has earned the right to stand on the sideline and relax, it's this quarterback.
And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
Hey.
Second and 6.
Here we go, son.
On second down, a run. Well, how about a reverse instead? No dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
Hey, easy. Route,
They come to the line needing 11 here on third down. Running is Akers. Well, this one is in reverse again. They're going to lose more yardage here, and it's going to bring up fourth down. Punting unit comes on. Jaguars will kick it away. He'll punt for the second time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. Too much leg there. That one's into the end zone for a touchback. The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10. Up the middle they go. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a first down.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for first and 10. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's second down.
Sometimes you run all those big bodies out there, you kind of tip your hand. I always love going big jumbo personnel for a play action. In this case, they keep the ball on the ground. The defense knew it was coming, and they suffer a loss.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
He was looking for George Pickens there. And that's going to lead to a fourth down.
Well, we all know the running joke, right, Mike? If this guy could catch, he'd be playing offense. And, well, I think that's kind of a joke for the past. These defensive players are incredible these days. That's just too easy. You've got to secure that interception for your defense and get off the field.
This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down.
You find yourself down big. It's the fourth quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
And that'll be a pickup of 3.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings us
Second and 7. On the ground, it's Akers. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it. You know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
Red on red.
They'll run here with Akers. And he is planted in the backfield. Defenders crashing through. Blow up that play behind the line.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike, I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Akers. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it is 3rd down.
You have to wonder if next time, does the play caller give his quarterback some options to check out of this play? It was clear before the ball was snapped, this was not a great look for that play call, and you can see the end result.
Victory formation here as he's down to a knee.
Will Reichard on for the field goal. A 40-yard attempt.
So it's a win here for the Jaguars. They're able to build on the solid performance of a week ago, and they make it 2 in a row with the victory here in this one. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Jaguars are the winners here at home as we say so long from Jacksonville.